So in example 2, we have Mrs. Scott, and she is investing $3,500. That's our P, 3500. 5% annual interest rate, 0.05. How long will it take? It's asking for time to reach $5,000. That's the A, if compounded monthly. So N is 12. So plugging into the compounding periodically formula, we get 5,000 equaling 3,500 times 1 plus R, 0.05 over N, 12, to the power of 12t. Now, we can put this straight in the calculator when that base of the exponent is a yucky number like this. So I'm going to make y1, put one side in y1 and the other side in y2. So 3,500, 1 plus 0.05 over 12 raised to the power of 12x. And then that other side is 5,000. Okay, when I hit graph on a standard window, Zoom standard, we can't see anything because our account starts at $3,500 and goes up to $5,000. So I need to fix this Y window to be really, really tall. I need at least 5,000, so I'm going to make it go up to 6,000 and graph. Now we can see that intersection point and we can work this out. So second trace, intersect, first curve enter, second curve enter, scroll, enter. So 7.148. 7.148 is how long that took. In part B, we still have that same ending amount, 5,000, that same beginning amount, 3,500. That rate is still 0.05. And our T is what we're looking for, but we're compounding continuously. So in this case, 5,000 equals 3,500 times E to the power of 0.05t. Now, with this being a base we can handle easily, E as a base switches to natural log. We can solve this. Divide by 3,500. Divide all that by 3,500. And we can reduce that fraction. Second quit to go to the home screen. 5,000 divided by 3,500. Okay, I'm going to make that a fraction, math frac, 10 over 7. So 10 over 7 equals E to the 0.05t. Drop and cross, it's natural log of 10 over 7 equaling 0.05t. So T is natural log of 10 over 7 divided by 0.05. So to the calculator, natural log of 10 over 7, close the parentheses, divide that by 0.05, enter, and that is 7.133 years. 7.133 years. Now, in example 3, we're investing $2,000. That's our P. After 7 years, that's T. Value was $2,750. Interest was compounded quarterly. That's 4. What was the interest rate? So $2,750 equaling 2,000. 1 plus R that we don't know over 4. to the power of 4 times 7. Can divide off the 2,000. $2,750 over 2,000, so 1.375. So 1.375 equals 1 plus r over 4 to the power of 28, multiplying those together. Because that base is not a nice number, we can go to the calculator on this. So, to y equals, clear, parentheses, 1 plus x over 4 to the power of 28. And in the other, 1.375. Now, when I graphed the previous problem, I had a really high window. I don't need a really high window anymore. I'm going to go back to a standard window, zoom standard. Remember, it's asking us for an interest rate. It's going to give us the percentage in decimal form. It's going to be between 0 and 1. So small number is expected. Second trace, intersect, first curve inner, second curve inner. We want that positive solution. So we're right there, and we get 0.046. 0.046. So in terms of a percentage, that is 4.6%. Percent to decimal scoots over twice. For example 4, we have $6,000 deposited. That's our P. 7% annual interest. That's R, 0.07. 5 years is T. What would the balance be? That's A. Compounded semi-annually, that's 2. So A equals 600, 1 plus 0.07 over 2 to the power of 2 times 5. Variable's already by itself on the left. Type this in the calculator. Second quit, back to the home screen. 600 times 1 plus 0.07 over 2, close parentheses, to the power of 10, multiplying the 2 and the 5. Enter. This is dollars and cents, so we'll round to the nearest hundredth, dollars and cents, 2 decimal places. So 846.36. 846.36 would be the amount in that account at the end. On part B, same setup, but we're compounding continuously. So that asking for A, 600, I wrote 6,000, but I meant 600. R is 0.07 for 5 years. So A equals P, 600, to the E times R, 0.07 T, 5. Put that in the calculator. $600 e to the power of 0.07 times 5. And that is 851.44. And we knew that was going to be a little bit more. Because compounding continuously always is. So 851.44 is our amount. All right, guys, that's it for 4.5. Bye, y'all.